Everybody, welcome to World's Finest. My name's Bohdi. This is my good friend Noah. Today we'll be talking about Fantastic Four, a little bit of Ironheart, and talk about some of the new movies coming out this summer. So let's get straight into it. Do you want to give like your
Man,
your movies first, or
well, my top five most anticipated movies of the summer.
all right,
How about you go first, man?
all right? So clear thing. I'm definitely not saying the bottom two. Like I'm just saying that because do not have too much
Definitely.
interest. Yeah, I do not have too much interest in these, but
Yeah, all right. Fair enough.
I'd probably have to say for my bottom two, it's kind of tied between the new Jurassic World movie, and F1. Like just kind of just down there. Not because I don't think F1 looks bad, but it's just the fact that I haven't ever been involved in the sport. I know that it's gonna like stir a little bit in you, but
Yeah. No, that's fair, I reckon.
yeah. But like the movie
I don't
itself
know
was
why
good.
someone, I don't know why someone who isn't into the sport would care about the movie. To be
Yeah,
fair,
yeah,
unless you're like a Brad Pitt fan.
yeah. And then the new Jurassic World movie, it just looks. I mean, it looks okay. Kind of just like the new thing that they just release every 2 years. Nothing that crazy, but. And then with three, I know this is controversial. I don't think F4 is gonna be great. I don't. I think it's honestly gonna be just decent, but that'll be probably at three. I'm probably expecting like a 6 out of 10 for it, but I do think like a 7 is in the realm of possibility. And then, uh, kind of niche because no one's really talking about it. Happy Gilmore 2 looks fire. It's kind of like a legacy sequel
Above Fantastic
above
Four.
Fantastic Four. Above Fantastic Four.
Bro, you're crazy.
I know. I get that a lot. And then obviously
Bro, you're
Superman
crazy.
because that's going to be like one of the greatest comic book movies for sure.
The only thing I agree with there is the Superman pick.
Okay. Yeah, I knew we were going to be a
That's
lot
great.
different.
All right, look, so my number five is How to Train Your Dragon. I don't really care about this movie, to be honest. I'm probably gonna watch it because probably gonna get dragged to a showing, and it looks good, but I don't really care about it that much.
Hmm.
And number four would be Jurassic World. Uh, I'm probably not gonna see it in theaters. I might if I hear it's really good, and I
Yeah,
think it looks pretty good, but I don't really care. And then the top three, I'm definitely seeing.
for
So
sure.
F1 for me,
Definitely.
big F1 guy. Look, I've only seen the first trailer for this movie because I tend to avoid lots of trailers because you know, I think trailers just give
S-
away
A
too much stuff
lot.
about the movie.
Yeah.
So I'd rather just not. But definitely gonna watch F1. And then my number two is Fantastic Four. I
Okay.
think Fantastic Four looks bro. Fantastic Four looks so good.
Don't say it, bro. Just don't say it.
No, it looks so good. I don't understand. Bro, I don't understand what you're talking about. And then Fantastic Four actually I did. I have seen more than
Uh,
one trailer for that one.
yeah.
And then my number one pick is clearly Superman.
Yeah. Without like I
I
don't
think
think
that's probably my most that was my most anticipated movie going into the whole year. And it's probably my most excited I've been about a movie ever. I
really.
remember, yeah. Well, yeah, it just feels so crazy to think that it's coming out in under a month, man. It's kind of
That is
crazy.
true. That is true. I guess I've never actually
I
put
remember, like,
that into perspective. That it's been this long since we got like the first trailer.
bro, that first trailer was something else, man.
It was.
What's this? I don't see why you wouldn't wanna. I don't see why you wouldn't be excited for Fantastic Four, man.
Well, listen. So I
What's the
choose
hate, man?
I choose not to talk about this often because I don't feel like I want
You know
to.
you're wrong.
No, I don't want to deal with the fan base. You know, because like for one, I just want to say this: the thing looks awful. Like the thing looks terrible.
No.
Yeah, they nailed the design.
Oh, you mean the character? I thought you meant the movie.
No. They nailed the
Oh,
design perfect. But he's like 5 foot
what do you
eight.
mean he looks?
Like he's so small. Like I'm used to like a
Bro,
thing, like the thing, bro. Like honestly,
bro, he's not even that small.
he's so tiny. He's so tiny.
He's not even that small.
And then I'm not a big fan
Big.
of.
Have you not seen the same? He's big.
He's big, but he's not tall. Like I'm like the thing I'm used to is like a giant man. Like he's Goliath out of rocks. That's what I'm used to. But there's that. I do think Pedro Pascal's a good actor, but I don't think he should have been Reed because I just don't think that
Mm.
I don't think that he's going to be able to portray how smart Reed Richards is, and I'm not fully putting that on his acting performance. I'm just I don't think that they're going to be shooting for like the comic accurate Reed Richards, because like my thought is that they're kind of doing their own thing with the characters, which it's the MCU, of course they always do their own thing with the characters, but like them first of all, them completely jacking up Galactus's like whole entire villainy is just stupid. Like, have you seen that?
Like, what are you talking about?
Like the actor said that in the movie he's not going to be evil. He's just going to be eating planets because that's his like will and that's what he needs to do to live. So it's like a survival thing instead of being an absolute villain, which is I don't understand the merit behind that.
Yeah, I mean, Galactus. I don't mind it when they portray Galactus like that as like a force of nature.
And I don't mind that
'Cause,
either, but I feel like he's evil, and I don't know why they try to stop that.
yeah, I feel like yeah, I don't have that same issue. I guess
Hmm.
I don't feel as strongly about it as you do. I didn't know about that.
And then
Like,
like Mole Man, like I'm not denying that Mole Man could be a good MC or F4 villain, but
I actually forgot he's in this movie.
yeah,
I remember hearing about the leak, and then I
yeah.
just completely forgot about it.
Like, I'm not Mole Man perfect F4 villain because they're like more comic booky or like if that's like if you understand like they're a lot more comic booky than a lot of the heroes they have. It's like I'm not mad with a Mole Man, but if you have Galactus, just use him and don't try to replace him with something else. Which that's kind of what I feel about the villain work itself.
I don't see how you can watch the trailer and not be like that excited for this movie. It looks so good, like genuinely.
Like, and that's the thing I like a lot about what they're doing with the movie. I like the aesthetic, I like the designs, I like. Although I'm not a very big fan of the thing, like height, I guess.
He is a little bit short. I
Yeah,
can
he is
see
a
where
little
you're
bit
coming
tiny.
from there.
Yeah,
He's not too like. Have you seen the original Fantastic Four movies?
yeah, of course.
He's too small in them.
He's too small in all of them, and the only one that he looks perfectly sized in is Fan Four Stick, but he doesn't have trunks.
Bad movie.
Bad
Bad
movie.
movie.
Yeah. So like
Bad movie.
that's I just wish they would have nailed the character work a little bit better. But I mean, I'm still obviously going to want to see it. Like I'm going to try to.
I don't look, man. I can see. I can. I also think he could definitely be tall. Like that's not really a debate to be had.
Yeah.
If he thinks that he's perfect height, that's kind of silly. But I don't think that's a reason to go into the movie thinking it's going to be a 6 out of 10. That's wild.
But and then the other thing is I think the biggest problem I have with the movie is just the way that the character personality, they're swapping it all up. Like, for example, I'm not denying that there is obviously comics and there's storylines where Sue is like the main lead, but if you're making a Fantastic Four movie, I think Reed should be the lead 100 times. Like Reed should always be the leader. And I'm not mad at the fact that Sue is the lead, but I just don't think that's the right way to go about it, especially for the first movie with them in it.
Is it not Reed and Sue?
No, it's just Sue. She's the lead.
Right. I'm kind of getting. Nah, bro.
You're
Nah,
kind
so
of getting what
'cause-
I'm saying. You're kind of getting it now.
No, I still think it looks. I actually didn't know about Sue being because I just try and stay away from as many of these type of things as I can because I just don't want the movie to get
Yeah, that's fair enough.
ruined, I guess. But I don't see because I've seen this trailer. I think I saw on YouTube when it came out,
Yeah,
and I watched it. I'm talking about the official trailer.
Yeah.
So this is the one, um, where it's like where it's revealed that they're pregnant and stuff.
isn't that like a month ago or 2 months ago?
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that. And it's like got like Silver Surfer and stuff. Um, I've seen that trailer. I saw it on YouTube when it came out, and I watched it twice. And then I think I've seen it in the theater maybe 3 times.
Mm. Yeah,
So, because I think it played when I saw Minecraft.
fire.
And then it played both times I saw Thunderbolts. And just on the big screen, that trailer is just the vibe.
It's like that's
Like
what
it is.
it feels good. Like the aesthetic feels good.
That's what I'm saying.
The aesthetic
It's
feels good.
the vibe, man.
Yeah,
And I don't. And also, like, So I've got a theory about this movie, and I think I had this theory a while ago, and then when I saw the trailer, one of the reasons I love that trailer so much is it like confirmed that theory for me. Is like, I mean, I can see how a lot of people might not like this because they're like, oh, Fantastic Four beat Galactus all the time in the comics, and
Yeah.
they don't like how they make Galactus a threat that takes um so many people to beat. Like
Hmm.
Lego Marvel superheroes, one of the best
Peak.
games ever made,
Yeah.
one of the best games ever made. It takes all the characters to beat Galactus, and lots of people don't like that. I can see where they're coming from. For
Hmm.
me, that game is just perfect. But in this movie, it's very clear Galactus is gonna whoop them. Like they're not winning.
Well, I mean,
And if you watch,
yeah.
dude, if you watch this trailer with the knowledge that they're not gonna beat Galactus, it's completely different. The
Mm.
entire trailer then switches, and it's playing like the trailer opens with this guy, and he's like saying how they could never thank the Fantastic Four for what they've done and
Hmm.
all that kind of stuff, and how they should celebrate them and all that stuff. And these guys are like celebrities, right? And it's like the thing lifts the car, and all the kids are cheering and
Yeah.
stuff. Perfect, great vibes, by the way.
Great. Yeah. That felt
And
great.
then
I'm
as
not denying
soon
that.
as yeah, and as soon as Silver Surfer shows up, she's like, "Yeah, your planet's been marked for death and stuff."
Hmm.
It like takes a turn, and all the people of Earth or whatever are like they're real scared, right?
Hmm.
And there's this line from Reed, and it's "We will protect you." And
That's
then
not
there's
gonna age
one
well.
line. It's not gonna work at all. And there's one line where one guy says, "Are we safe?" And he goes, "I don't know."
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just like if genuinely if they do it right, and I don't have 100% confidence that they will.
That's the other
If
thing
they
too. Yeah. It's the MCU.
if they do it perfectly, it's definitely got potential to be one of the best things Marvel's come out with. I'm
Mm.
gonna be like honest.
Okay.
Like I'm just thinking about some of my favorite MCU movies. Like it could very well, if they do it how I imagine it in my head, could very easily be like top 3 MCU.
Hmm. Okay. That's I hear that I hear like top 10, but top 3 is definitely something that is like new.
Oh, that's high aspirations.
Yeah.
High, like I'll be very surprised. Um, but I think if they even go down, if they keep it, if they go down that route, and it's emotional, and then because they obviously, and then they confirm my theory when I watched the Thunderbolts. You see their ship at the end, and there's
Mm.
some people who think it's not their ship or whatever, but assuming it is theirs, and they're like leaving their Earth, that's just confirming the theory. If they make the movie as emotional as possible, and it's like the loss of this Earth and this entire this entire Earth of
Yeah.
like people who like love them, that could be executed so well.
It could.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also, and would set up their characters really well for whatever the Russo brothers decide to do in Doomsday and stuff.
Yeah. And then like the I'll get back to the point of some of the points I have to make on Fantastic Four. But just on the whole entire end credits of Thunderbolts, I I've heard speculation that that's their baby, Franklin. I've heard speculation that it's Franklin they sent on the ship.
Right, you've heard it.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
The MCU is not ready for Franklin.
No. And then the other thing is I know Franklin isn't Kang in the comics, but I feel like they're gonna do something to make Franklin relate or like bring Kang back up somehow. You don't think so? Because I've heard that Marvel has big plans for Kang for Doomsday, and then with
Really?
yeah, and with Jonathan Majors like permanently out at this point, I think that they could do something with Franklin. It's possible.
I have not heard that theory.
I've heard it a few times.
I do not think that's
I'm not saying it's going to. The other thing is,
that's interesting.
yeah, maybe it could be Doom, because obviously Doom has to show up. Maybe it could be Doom.
I think if Doom is in Fantastic Four, like the film, even if it's just a post credit scene, that will be like just epic.
Yeah, they said he's
Seeing that in the
not.
cinema would be epic.
They said he's not, but I
Bro,
don't believe him. I
they
don't
say a
believe
lot of
him.
things. Bro,
Yeah,
bro, no matter what, bro, don't take Marvel's word for anything.
no, definitely not. Yeah,
If we know anything about these guys,
yeah.
have you heard about the test screenings for the movie?
I've heard people like it. That's one thing I've heard.
I heard apparently people came out the test screenings and the quote was painfully mid.
Really? Yeah, I did not hear that.
Which, well, I was expecting you to bring this up,
No, I didn't hear that.
and I
That's one
actually
thing I
did
didn't
some
hear.
research, and Suicide Squad 2016, worst comic book movie ever made, by the way,
Mm,
um, had positive test screenings. People loved it. So my argument there to people saying test screens aren't looking good is
can't really
I
trust
wouldn't
them.
trust test screenings. So
Yeah,
if Suicide Squad can make it past the test screenings and make $1 billion, but look, I'm hoping it's going to be. I mean, obviously, I'm hoping every movie is going to be as great as it can be, but I'm hoping
yeah,
it's going to be like top 3 MCU. I don't think it will be, but I think it can be.
yeah, definitely.
But I think top 10 is very plausible.
Yeah.
Very,
Another thing I like to add, I don't know how they're going to implement Mole Man into it, because obviously post credit scene we know something from Fantastic Four universe ends up in 616. So obviously some sort of disaster happens. Obviously it's speculated to be
hey! Do not be calling the MCU universe 616, man.
why not? Why not? Why not, man?
Bro, it's not 616.
Okay. Okay.
That's the comic universe, man.
I call it 616 just because the sole fact that when the first thing that pops in my head for
I think it's
Marvel is 616, you know?
they put that in
I thought it was in Loki.
because they originally name dropped that. They originally name dropped that in Far From Home, and then it
Oh
was in
yeah.
I think Doctor Strange 2 as well. It triggers me, man. It's
Really?
not. That's what the comic universe is.
Okay.
Yeah, the comic universe is 616, and then they try to retcon it in Across the Spider Verse. And seen Across the Spider Verse?
Not yet. I don't know why. Not yet.
Yeah, but they refer to it as I think it's like 1999, however many nines or whatever.
Mhm.
That's what I would refer to it as.
Okay.
But you can call it 616, whatever.
My bad for triggering you, bro. I didn't realize that. I'm sorry.
No, my bad, bro.
Nah, you're good.
Can't be doing that, man.
Yeah, my bad. But obviously the end
Nah, yeah.
something ends up in
I think
MCU.
that Mole. I was just gonna say, yeah. It's not gonna be Mole Man.
No, I'm not saying it's gonna be Mole Man. I'm saying that I don't know how they're going to implement Mole Man in when obviously Galactus is the one to force them to MCU timeline. So I wonder if Mole Man's gonna be like
I
a
reckon
small
he's
threat.
I reckon he's gonna be small.
Yeah, okay.
Like potentially like yeah, because I don't think Galactus is big enough to last. Not that he's not big enough. He's very big, but villain-wise, the whole movie,
Yeah, because
you
I
kind of need
saw.
something at the start. And I think the Mole Man being the villain, like kind of at the start, and then they just like beat him, probably just work.
Yeah,
And especially because they're just an established Fantastic Four. There's no origin story
yeah.
or
I'm
whatever.
glad we're skipping origin stories, bro. It's time people realize it's about time that we don't want to see that.
Everyone knows the origin stories at this point.
Yeah, and not just that.
If they
Fantastic
don't, they can just do some research.
and Fantastic Four is like the most popular superhero team ever. Probably, I'd put them up there with the Justice League. So it makes no sense people win it, but yeah. But another thing, I don't,
Yeah.
I don't know what their plan is with Johnny. Is it just me or does Johnny seem off? Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. Another thing, female Silver Surfer, awful. That's a terrible. The CGI there is just atrocious. That looks way
Yeah, the
worse.
CGI there is not good.
Yeah. It's not bad. It's not the worst thing we've got in MCU, but it's definitely not good.
Definitely not.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't know. There's too many things that are like for Thunderbolts, for example. The Thunderbolts hype was there from minute one. Like as soon as that first trailer dropped, it looked fantastic. And then like the entire time, like
Say that again.
bro, like I was trying to go the whole video without that, and you okay.
Bro, much
Okay. But like from second one, that movie looked
had to be
great.
done.
Yeah, it had to be done. That's right. It looked great. And then every leak and new trailer that came out, I liked all of it. But like with Fantastic Four, I liked the first trailer. I was into the first trailer. But then as more and more came out on the film, the less and less hype I've had for it. Because like there's some good things going for it.
Interesting.
There's some good things going for it, but I just don't like what they're doing with some of the plot
Bro,
lines.
my hype's just gone up, to
Really?
be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, well, my number 2 most anticipated for a reason, man.
Yeah, it's fair.
There is people are thinking that because of the release of Fantastic Four, it's not going to do well financially.
I don't think it's going to do well financially release time or not.
Being 2 weeks after Superman.
Yeah. Yeah, release time or
It's
not.
projected. It's projected to make a lot of money.
So was
I
Thunderbolts.
don't understand how the
That's a scary thing.
rest in peace.
And Thunderbolts is
Rest in peace.
infinitely going to be a better
Thunderbolts was
movie.
great as well. So.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like it's gonna take a miracle for Fantastic Four to even like scratch the surface of how good Thunderbolts was, in my opinion.
Yeah, Thunderbolts was really good.
Yeah, it was really good. I hope I get proven wrong. That's really what I hope for because it's been too long since we've had a good Fantastic Four movie. Which for one, I like 2005 Fantastic Four. I thought that was really good.
Yeah,
I-
so fun.
Yeah, it was fun. And then
It's probably probably an objectively bad movie, but it's so much fun.
yeah, I feel like most of
Both of them
old
are.
Marvel.
Both of them are so much fun.
Yeah, I feel like old Marvel had this like charm to it. Like even the shows were just fun. And like it handled serious aspects well. Like Spider-Man 2, like that was a really fun movie, but then they handled
I don't think Spider-Man 2 is on the same level as some of those movies. I don't think you can really
Spider-Man
compare
2
it.
way better. But I mean like just like the feeling of the film. Like you had the serious aspects with Peter, but you saw the humor to balance it out, which is like something
Yeah.
MCU
Well,
hasn't done.
have you heard that apparently Fantastic Four is like taking lots of inspiration from the Raimi movies?
I didn't know that. First I heard of that.
Yeah, I heard of it. So it's like meant to be like very heavily inspired by
Hmm.
Raimi Spider-Man movies,
Interesting.
which is
It's
they're
good. Yeah. If you're taking off
Yeah.
yeah. One theory I heard, it was a leak. Again, I can't you can't trust him. Mole Man was the main villain, and then Galactus came in at the end. That was one of the leaks I've heard, which would be like a big like
That'd
swap.
be terrible.
Yeah, that'd be bad for sure. Also,
Oh,
Galactus's
'cause-
feet look like Legos. Like I'm sorry, I don't know if that trailer's been shown, but he looks like a Lego character.
Have you seen the Lego set?
Yeah, the Lego set's fire. Like actually though, like that's actually a good set. You don't like
It's
it?
actually like it's being called one of the worst sets of all time.
Really? I like the set. I
Yeah,
thought it looked good.
the build is great. I think the Galactus looks great, but the minifigures are really bad.
Hmm. Again, I'm not a
The
big Lego
thing
guy.
is like,
I don't
yeah,
really-
the thing looks terrible,
really.
and Human Torch is like barely got any like flame abilities or anything.
No aura? Negative?
No aura, no aura, and people watching know what happened with Mr. Fantastic as well in that set.
Hmm.
Someone out there knows, man.
Yeah. And I don't like
Rest
one
in peace, Lego thing.
really.
Yo, bro, it's terrible.
Really.
Oh, wait, I want to see real quick. No, never mind.
Okay.
There's a minifigure I have that looks similar, but
Really?
I can't get it right now.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
It's basically you know how you were saying with the height thing.
yeah.
It's like so much worse in Lego.
Hmm.
Instead of making him like, because you know how we're saying, oh, at least he's like big.
Yeah.
He's so skinny in the set because he's just a minifigure.
Yeah.
They didn't make him like a big fig like they do with like Hulk and stuff,
Really.
which is just like the wrong
Okay.
thing. And they could have as well. It was like a Lego special a bit ago. I can't remember what it was called now. It was the latest one of the Lego Marvel specials, and Thing was in it. he looked great. His design was just like perfect, and he was like a big fig and everything. Then the set they come out with one of the worst minifigures ever.
Yeah,
He just looked so bad.
yeah. That's why I think Funko Pops handle that well, because like the mini and the big figures, they do a good job in like
I'm
capturing them.
excited for this movie's Funko Pops, man.
Bro,
I reckon they'll look really good. The
the
colors will pop.
yeah, yeah, and the popcorn bucket looks great
That's what I'm
too.
great. Dude, 17 inches of Galactus, man.
Yeah, that'll be diabolical, bro. That'll be crazy.
Yeah, but do you like the suits?
Silver Surfer terrible. Reed Richards good. Stu Storm good. Johnny Torch not a big fan of that. That's like the only like main set because I don't think Silver Surfer is gonna be a big character. She's gonna have a few scenes. So like main character, the only one I really don't like is Johnny's. Just Johnny's doesn't pop for me. I don't know why.
What about things? You like things?
It's again, it's good, but he's just too small to like lock in on.
Who swole? We were just saying how good it was before.
What?
Things build.
It's no, he's too small. Not swole. Small. It's a midget, bro.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
Nah.
No, but when I first saw the trailer and there's that shot of them within the suits standing there, I wasn't the biggest fan, especially of things.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he's wearing a shirt and stuff.
So stupid.
But like, it's grown on me, man.
I like the hat. The hat fits
The
him, bro.
vibe has grown. The vibe has grown on me.
Yeah.
And just, I really like the suits, man. They look really good.
Yeah.
I mean, Johnny's, I do think is a little bit. I think it's a little bit. I don't think he needed the white.
No,
Color and
not at
stuff.
all.
I reckon he would have looked better with just the full blue, like Reed.
Yeah.
Because now I think Reed's the only one with the full blue. All the rest of them have a white collar.
Yeah, and that
I might be wrong.
I
And I
think
think
so
Johnny
too.
could have done with the blue collar.
And then I'm fine with the other suits. I like Reed's. It's like I like Reed's, but it could have been better in my opinion because he stands so far out. This is like my main criticism with it. His suit,
Because he doesn't have as much.
yeah, because like his suit itself looks
and
good, but he
Johnny
stands
thing would fix that.
yeah, but he stands so far out from
Yeah,
the rest of
I
them.
do agree with that.
Yeah,
Yeah. But as you mentioned before, thing looks so good in the hat.
yeah, that's a
That shot of him in like the hat and the trench coat,
that's profile pictureable,
Awesome.
bro. That's profile pictureable.
so much aura
Yeah, that's so much more.
oozing. He's farming.
It's farming, yeah. It's not just one shot, bro. He's this is full.
I reckon thing's probably going to be the best part of the movie.
This is my thing. In the movies and comics,
Here's the thing.
yeah, exactly. In the comics, the
Yeah.
thing is gotta be like my favorite, without a doubt, of the team. But in the movies,
Yeah, thing's my favorite.
yeah, in the movies, I feel it's always been Johnny because Johnny's just a lot more like entertaining to watch itself. But with
Shout
how
out Chris Evans.
yeah, Chris Evans is a go. Well, with how much I hate this Johnny Storm picture, I don't think anything's gonna be able to top the thing for sure.
Would you go as far as to say you hate this Johnny Storm?
Oh yeah,
Storm casting.
this is terrible.
Oh.
Yeah,
He's grown on me.
really.
I still don't think he's as good as Chris Evans. I reckon he's so good.
He's
Probably one of the best.
yeah,
He's probably one of the best comic book castings, in my opinion.
without a doubt.
He's up there.
Yeah,
Probably top 5.
and then
Very underrated.
I don't like. I'm not against them putting political messages in films, but all the actors already saying that they're going to be doing a political part in the movie is just I'm not looking forward to that because them already saying that they're going to do it is just it means that it's 100% going to be like explored. Like, is her name Vanessa, the girl who's playing?
Vanessa Kirby.
Yeah, she said she's going to explore women's rights in the film, which again I have no problem with, but the fact that they're just saying that they're going to do it,
It can be done good and it can be done not so bad.
yeah,
As long as it doesn't distract from like the film and just like take over.
Yeah, but knowing from previous
Probably
MCU,
fine.
I don't think they're gonna do that. I think they're definitely gonna make it a big part. Hopefully, I'm wrong. I'd love to be proven wrong about this, but
Yeah, I didn't hear about that either.
yeah, but
Kind of getting pooped on here, man.
no, you're not gonna poop on.
The bowl knowledge.
It's all subjective, bro. If you think it looks good, then go. That's good for you, bro. I'm probably just a hater at the end of the day. That's just probably what it
Probably.
is. Yeah, most likely.
Oh, and that shot. What was that?
That's just probably just a hater, honestly.
Yeah, probably. But that shot of Johnny when he's falling from space, is he like flies up to catch Silver Surfer and he like grabs the board, then lets go. There's that shot of him like
That was cool.
or whatever.
That was cool.
Immaculate, bro.
That was cool.
Bro, such a cool shot.
That was cool.
There's lots of shots in the trailer where I'm like, that's a really cool shot.
And then there's lots of shots in the trailer where I'm like, I'm not a fan. That's like the thing that makes me so undecided about it.
Like what?
Like the new one where he's like, I forgot how he says he's like, you're so many minutes late to dinner. That was corny. For minute one, bro. That was corny. I don't know, like
Bro, but
that.
they're a family.
I know they're a family, but like, it's just corny.
Vibes, man.
And then he's like, I'm gonna be the best uncle, and like he's like, come here, thing. Like that's just
That line is a little bit weird.
yeah.
Where he's like, you're gonna be the best dad. Just kidding, you out of your league or whatever he says.
Yeah, that was corny,
I was
bro.
like,
That's corny.
I don't know. These days though, I think I and a lot of people would agree with me. I'd rather corny than gritty. I think a lot of people would agree with me.
And the thing is corny,
I'm into
fantastic.
the corniness at the moment, man.
Corny, fantastic. Fantastic Four's always corny. That's one of my favorite things about
Yeah,
them.
that's what they are.
But I don't like when it's like corny to no avail. Like the corniness is just there and it
Corny to the point
fails.
where it's not funny.
Yeah, it's just
yeah,
cringe.
it definitely is. It definitely is a line
Yeah, for sure.
for sure.
But I'm looking forward to watching it. Hopefully, I've proven wrong.
Well, did you hear that WB like demanded scenes or whatever, it's like stuff to get cut from Superman?
I did see that. I'm not a fan of that.
Was it a rumor or was it confirmed?
I'm pretty sure it was confirmed.
Yeah, wow. Maybe it was like, and then also like, because one of the theories, or maybe it was a rumor or something, was that James was agreeing. It was just like just too corny, and I think I trust James Gunn.
I trust
And I
James
reckon
Gunn for humor with like no doubt in my mind.
if he thinks it's too corny,
Cut
like
it.
it probably is.
Yeah,
And then that means he also understands like when it's too corny, because there is a difference between being colorful and being comic booky and being corny. Like
Yeah.
there's a difference.
Yeah.
And I think you want to be colorful and comic booky, but you don't want to be corny.
and then like with Superman, I know we're not going to go like full depth, but Fantastic Four is supposed to feel like I feel like it's trying to be a comic as a movie. Like like that's kind of what they're shooting for. I felt Superman.
Especially with the 60s vibe.
Yeah, I felt Superman. I felt more like inside of a comic in when I was watching Superman's trailers more than when I was watching Fantastic Four.
100%.
Yeah, like,
100%. I do agree with that.
yeah,
I did still feel that with Fantastic Four, but nowhere near how I did
Yeah.
with Superman.
yeah.
And of course, we're not going to go into it
Not yet,
until now.
not yet, bro.
Talk for another time, man.
For sure, it's a big talk for the time. If I can talk for
Big talk.
20
Big
minutes
talk.
on how much I hate this, hate Fantastic Four trailers, I can talk for a year on how much I love the Superman stuff, bro. I'm prepared.
Amen, man. Except for the hate part.
I guess it hate's a little bit of a strong word. Dislike some aspects of the trailers and the leaks I've seen.
What do you think is like the max? Oh, I don't know if I want to ask that actually.
The max.
Like, what do you reckon would be like the max, like, rating that you reckon you could give it? Like, how like the maximum level of good it could be
If I get
or wordplay.
completely blown out of the water and my expectations get exceeded, I'm definitely thinking 8 is in their own possibility. But it's never gonna get.
Yeah,
It's never gonna get 9.
I think 8's a real possibility.
Yeah.
But I think 8 is quite likely, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was like a 9
That's fair.
for me.
That's fair.
And yeah,
But like I have Thunderbolts at a 9.
Then again, I do have the problem of going into movies with very high
Mm-hmm.
expectations. That is a problem of mine.
Massive Phantasm, bro. That was my bad. I stole your first viewing. That's my bad. That was kind of my fault. I'm sorry.
Hey, the rewatch was worth it, man.
Rewatch is worth it. Always. Always, bro.
It was worth it, man. Always, always.
Yeah. I don't like going into
But
movies hating
I
them.
definitely should bring the hype down
Okay.
before. It's just hard, man. It just looks so good.
And then speaking of that, Superman is a movie where I can have hype like through the roof, and I know it's gonna get met. And even if it doesn't get met, I still know it's gonna be great, no matter like how little it met my expectations.
Again, we don't want to get into too much detail
No,
right now,
yeah,
but
yeah.
man, it's been such a journey with Superman, man.
Sure.
Like,
Yeah.
been a real journey. But you like, what do you think about the Thing's voice?
I don't mind it, but for two things,
Bro, I don't understand the hate.
I don't mind it. We haven't got an It's a Clobbering Time reveal yet, which makes me worry that they're just
No, they're saving it. No,
no,
they're
which makes me worry they're
saving
just
it.
not going to do it at all. Like knowing
No, they
MCU,
will. They
okay,
will. They will.
I hope they do. We
They
don't have
have
that.
to. If they don't, it's a 0 out of 10.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it brings it down half a star. bro.
0 out of 10 if they don't. I reckon they're keeping it as like fan service.
I feel like it's gonna be like this is what it's gonna be. It's like Galactus comes in, he's like, "I'm gonna eat your planet." And he's like, "It's clobbering time," like there's some like peak '60s music. Yeah, some like peak '60s music.
Goosebumps, man. Bro,
I hope that happens. Gotta be peak.
and then imagine the reveal. Like, if imagine he just gives the throatiest, deepest clobbering time, and then it gives him the rocky voice everyone wants.
Mm,
Because he yells it so loud it ruins his
Yeah.
voice.
and then
Fixing
again,
it for the fans.
I don't mind how smart this version of the thing is, but I need some of the clunky dialogue. I need it in order to feel accomplished in
Yeah.
the movie. I'm gonna need some of that.
Well, because also part of that is making Reed look smart.
Yeah, and that's
Which is
something they
important.
just have not shown. Besides, like that one shot of him in like I don't even know what you would call it,
I was just thinking,
the lab.
he's like in front of all like the chalkboards and stuff.
Yeah, that's like the only time they showed him being smart in the entire trailer, which is a little
That's a
worrying.
great shot, by the way.
It was, yeah, that was a really good shot. That was something I really liked about it.
I think the cinematography is really good in the trailer.
I'm not a fan of the CGI. Some of the CGI, like that one shot where Reed like stretches his body all the way out and grabs like I forgot if it was like a rock or a car or something. Like you know the one I'm talking
How
about.
do you make that look real, though?
It's not that you have to make it look real. It's like they're trying. I feel like they're trying to make it look too real, if that makes sense. Like, cause they're trying to like nail the CGI without it even having like the
You know, obviously it looks like CGI. You can't make something like that look real.
yeah. But like, I
I
feel
think
like
it looks probably as good as it can get.
I
And
don't know.
again, I think we've only seen like one look at it.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I'm going fully off of trailers and leaks, which is never going to be a fair. Like, this is why it's like pre-ranking, because you can never truly say if a movie's bad just off of trailers. But
Yeah, and that's why you obviously got to go into the movie with an open mind.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but it definitely is possible for the CGI to look bad.
Yeah,
I'm not going to make that judgment off of one
no,
shot.
neither am I. That's fair.
And I think that shot looked. If the entire movie was like, if that was the best CGI shot in the whole movie, that would be concerning.
That'd be frightening.
But I'm sure that, but because it's not perfect, but I'm sure there will be better stretch
Yeah.
shots in the movie.
And then, again, I'm not fully basing this off of everything, but the shots of the Silver Surfer that we got were terrible. Like just the sole shots of her herself is absolutely atrocious. Like I hope they
I think they're almost perfect shots.
really. You think so?
She's the only bad part.
Okay. No, I mean like herself, like the shots of just her.
Yeah, what I mean is the actual like shot itself is like
Yeah, like Johnny grabbing
good
the
looking,
board.
and then
Him falling. Yeah.
and there's like the one, and it's like because they're all like standing like in front of like a car or whatever. Are they in
Mhm.
like Times Square or something? And she's like there, and that's when she says your planet's been marked for death or whatever.
That was a cool shot, but
That
she
shot
looks bad.
looks so good.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I see what you
she
mean,
looks
bro.
bad, but the shot looks great.
Sure.
And then there's like the close up, and she's just got like all like the eyeliner and all that stuff.
So bad. I hate it. It looks like she's wearing a
I
fitted suit, but it's a size too big. Like, does that make sense, bro?
Yeah,
Like, it
I
looks
don't
like
know.
she ordered a Comic-Con suit like
I
3 years ago, and then she hit puberty and grew. Or I mean, like actually, I
Yeah,
guess it'd be the reverse of that.
it could always be you could always touch it up
Yeah.
because like that trailer came out like what, like a month, 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
If like I wouldn't judge. Yeah, I also don't want to fully judge CGI on a trailer because they have time to fix it up and things.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's not. Yeah, but if she stays looking that bad, I reckon she will look a little bit better.
I don't think that they're actually
Yeah,
going to let
it's
that
not the
happen.
best. It's not the best design ever.
Yeah.
I don't think she's going to be a huge part of the movie, to be honest.
Yeah. Probably. I'm guessing maybe like 3
Is-
minutes screen time, max.
Because Silver Surfer is huge in Rise of the Silver Surfer.
Mhm. Pretty big part of the
He's
film.
he's such a huge part of that movie. And I reckon that this movie is going to be. I reckon Galactus is going to have such a minimal screen time, but he's going to be present the whole movie. Just the feeling of him.
Mhm. The threats.
Like Silver Surfer is going to the threat, and I think that's what makes Galactus so good.
Mhm.
And I think that as soon as she shows up, probably not going to see her again, or not very much again. And from then on, you will just feel the presence of Galactus until he eventually arrives, which will be like towards the end.
Yeah.
So
Then again, I am.
whereas Silver Surfer, as in Rise of the Silver Surfer, he's in it like the whole movie,
But he looks great.
and then Galactus is in it, and then Galactus is just like the worst.
That was terrible. I don't know. I don't know who agreed with that. That was just a bad idea.
It's terrible. But yeah, and then Doctor Doom ends up being the main villain of that movie in the end anyway.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
with Doctor Doom for
They know what works, I guess.
Yeah.
Even though it was bad in that movie. It was mid. It was alright.
With
It was just stupid.
yeah, I don't feel like
They're turn your brain off movies.
yeah, that's yeah. With Doom in this movie, if we do get Doom, which I feel like there's like a 95% chance we do, and if it's not, then that's a big fumble.
Really.
Yeah, if it's, I think it's a big fumble if we
I
don't.
definitely think it's a fumble. I reckon he's just. I reckon he will be post-credit scene. I think that's very high chance.
Yes.
In the movie itself, I don't think so.
Well, I'm kind of like post-credit scene as movie, like
Yeah.
If we're counting that, then for sure. But
The one thing I'm really concerned about is because they've said that Doom and Reed won't even know each other in Doomsday. Have you heard that?
I have not. Actually, I'm not.
Terrible.
I've
That's what are like my biggest fears. Well, not my biggest, but one of my biggest fears for Doomsday is that Reed and Doom, apparently they just like don't even know each other,
like Doom
which I think is just
had yeah.
that is Doom.
Yeah.
Like, I reckon we could probably do another episode talking about Doomsday.
Doomsday.
Secret
Oh,
Wars,
for
'cause
sure.
There's a lot to say.
There's a lot.
There's a lot to say, but Doom just doesn't work without Reed.
No.
Or he does not that he doesn't work, but he's just.
And then that's what scares me.
That is his character. It's nuts.
And then what scares me is the fact that we might just get a singular Doctor Doom as a Stark variant. No one wants that.
I don't think they're gonna do Stark variant.
I think I have a few theories. We probably save that for another episode. But
I do think we should save it.
I hope they don't.
If they do Stark variant, I'm gonna be very angry.
So am I. So am I. But like
They have said that they did when they announced it. They said he was playing Victor Von Doom,
yeah.
not a Stark variant.
But
They didn't say Doctor Doom. They said Victor Von Doom. So
and then if it's like a multiverse of Doom, just one little thought. If it's a multiverse like of Dooms, where a whole bunch of them, one Stark variant, I'm not angry at. But if it is just a Stark variant, that's stupid.
Yeah.
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 Do you want to get into Ironheart?
Yeah.
Like I'm. This is my hate episode, bro. This is my episode to just go on it, go to town.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
So Ironheart, who cares?
There you go. I think that's enough said.
Yes.
Enough said.
End of episode.
Yeah, honestly,
No, but when does it come out? Like, I don't think anyone really knows.
I
It's
think
like the
it
end of
comes
the
out
month, right?
next Thursday, not this Thursday, next, which no one really cares about. But
Bro, Marvel does not care about that. All of their marketing is going into Fantastic Four.
yeah, and then like,
But one more thing I want to say. One more thing I want to say.
okay,
That one Fantastic Four poster where Thing's doing that face.
I haven't
You know
seen
what
that
I'm talking
one.
about?
I don't know why. I this is not doesn't ring a bell.
Do you? It's like a big meme at the moment.
Hmm.
There's this one poster and Thing's just doing just like the most devious looking face ever. It's based, you know, the Anthony Mackie face,
Yeah.
like that
Oh,
one meme.
that
He's
meme.
basically doing.
Oh
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah.
basically doing that.
I've seen that.
Hilarious.
Yeah,
So funny.
it's so funny, bro. Comic book
So funny.
thing, top 10 comic character right there, bro.
Bro, his design, his like face looks so good, man. Looks so good.
Back to Ironheart though.
Anyway, back to Ironheart.
Yeah,
Don't even.
it's like the whole
Have you
entire.
seen the video? And it's Vincent D'Onofrio and Charlie Cox reacting to the Ironheart trailer.
I've never seen that. I need to.
So funny. It's like not deepfaked or anything. It's posted by Marvel, and it's the best part about it is that it's them, and they're in costume as well. So because they're filming
Season 2.
season 2 of Daredevil Born Again right now. So Fisk is in full costume, and Charlie's got like he's got like a jacket on, I think, but you can very clearly see the Daredevil
Hmm.
suit underneath. Very cool. And they watched the Ironheart trailer, and it's just the craziest glaze I've ever seen in my life.
Really, Glaze? Well, they get paid,
It's
bro. They
if
don't want to lose their job.
it's yeah, like if it's a real reaction, it's just the funniest video ever. I'll have to send it to you, but I rewatched it yesterday. I wrote in my notes, free Charlie and Vincent. And Charlie says wicked 5
Nice.
times
With the British
in a
accent.
1 minute trailer.
Nice.
Wicked.
Nice.
So it's like literally anything happens in the trailer and he's like, wicked. And also nice is said 3 times.
Nice.
There's one section in the trailer, you know the bit where she like punches the truck or whatever and it kind of like flips
So
over?
bad. It's just so bad.
Wicked. And he's like, hold on, I need to see that again. He skips it back and watches it again.
Nice. Nice.
No. If this is his real reaction, hey, props to him, man.
He
He's
did
the
a
only
good
one
job,
excited
bro. He's
about
a
the
good
show.
actor. He just proves his acting.
He's a great actor.
Yeah.
Give this man an award for that show, man.
And then like one thing I want to say about so it's a 6 episode, right? Am I wrong? Or is it 8? I think it's 6.
Probably 6. I mean, I wouldn't want to put money into 8
No.
episodes of that.
No. And then
I don't
Daredevil
even
Born
want to put
Again.
money into advertising it. So.
Born Again was 9, right? It was 9.
Born Again was 9.
Yeah.
Should
So-
have been more.
They did 3 episode release for Born Again, and then they obviously did like 2, and I think they had the break, and then they did was it like weekly, or is it like 3, 1, 2 week break, and then 1, 1, 1?
I don't even remember. It was weird.
It was like a weird release.
But it was 3. I think you're right. I think it was like 3, 2, 1, 1, 1,
Yeah.
whatever.
Because like it makes sense
I do
because they have 9
remember
episodes. Yeah,
Yeah.
but Ironheart's releasing
think-
3,
It worked. It worked for Daredevil Born Again.
but then Ironheart's releasing their 6 episodes, and they're releasing 3 just off rip. Like I feel like Marvel just like
Are they?
like I feel like Marvel had like the idea of
You know what I reckon it probably is?
yeah
They probably just want it. They want it finished before Fantastic Four comes out.
exactly.
That's what it is.
'Cause,
Which
like,
is valid.
They started
That's
the
the only
show.
thing they're advertising at the moment.
They started making the show like what, a year and a half ago, and then like, okay, maybe we can make something decent. And then like, oh, we're gonna make Fantastic Four, and then we're just gonna throw this to the sidelines, give it to our worst writers, our worst directors, and then just like put it out.
Well, it's actually executive produced by Ryan Coogler.
Dude, I'm tired of the Black
really good.
Panther glaze, bro. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, and like, oh,
Like it's a good movie.
I'm just saying, like, there's potential. I'm just saying.
There's potential.
I'm not glazing Black Panther. I'm just saying that that's a good movie.
There's a
So
good.
it could be an alright show.
I think Black Panther it has the Guardians of the Galaxy 1 treatment, where everyone thinks it's like the best, but it just really isn't. Like it's good.
Guardians of the Galaxy 1 better than Black Panther.
Oh, for sure. That in my mind. That in my mind for sure.
Black Panther's good though.
Black Panther's good, yeah. But like I just feel
Black
like
Panther is the best soundtrack in any Marvel movie.
We're talking OST,
MCU.
like just the soundtrack, or
Like
like music
musical score.
score. Okay,
Musical score.
okay.
It's unbelievable. The score is so good. It carries that movie so hard. If that movie
MCU,
doesn't have that score, it's painfully mid.
just MCU, or we can all Marvel.
Just MCU.
Okay. Honestly,
I think
valid.
The Spider-Verse OST is better.
Sure.
Spider-Verse OST does not get talked about enough.
Guardians of the
because
Galaxy 1 has a way better soundtrack than Black Panther 1. Like, not score, just like soundtrack itself, musical, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy is unmatched soundtrack-wise.
Sure.
Also great soundtrack.
Yeah.
I would put Spider-Verse OST over Black Panther. I would also put Amazing Spider-Man 2 and Amazing Spider-Man 1 OST over Black
I'd
Panther.
put Spider-Man 2 over it as well, in my opinion.
Yeah, I was about to say that as well.
Spider-Man 2 is good.
Spider-Man 2 is all the Spider-Man movies have really good soundtracks.
Yeah.
But the Black Panther soundtrack cannot be slept on.
No, I can't. I'm not denying that.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's excellent.
And then, like, I feel like,
Um,
do you think Ironheart's kind of like trying to their replacement of Tony? Or like Iron Man just as a character? Do you think so?
no.
Okay.
No.
Because I feel like what they're trying to...
If she was, they would care more.
Because that's what I was thinking. Because I feel like they're trying their best.
I think that was the original plan.
Yeah, that's what
But
I'm
I think they've given up.
Because I feel like they're trying to originally trying to make Ironheart.
Because she's such a huge part of the marketing in Wakanda Forever.
Yeah.
I think that was the original plan.
But then it's not a good replacement.
I don't think so anymore.
As well as you can render.
I don't
It's just
think
not
she
a good
is.
replacement.
Yeah, I don't think she is. Is she even confirmed for Avengers Doomsday?
Yep. She just got confirmed today. I think.
Today?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I don't remember her being in the chairs.
No, she just got confirmed today. Sadly.
I guess that means she's not dying in her own show.
Wonder Man
Not
looks
that I
good,
thought
bro.
that any.
I mean, just talking about Marvel shows, Wonder Man seems pretty good. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about Wonder Man.
All I know is that the character
I
itself
haven't
is
seen
cool.
anything.
That's about it.
Yeah, I'm just taking it. There's a lot of projects this year, man. I'm just taking it.
Mm-hmm.
I would say one at a time, but we've talked about 3 comic book projects this, at least. There's 3 that are coming out this year we've talked about today, so.
I'm excited to talk about Superman next episode. I have a lot to talk about.
Very excited.
Yeah.
Or the episode after, it depends if
Oh,
we
yeah.
want to Laser Endor or not.
I want to talk about Andor too. I got a lot to say about that as
I
well.
want to talk about Endor.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Endor. Yeah, I don't think there's any really much else to say
No.
about Ironheart, except the CGI sucks, by the way.
Yeah, and I hate the fact this is
CGI is
Space
really
6.
bad.
This is Space 6 opening. Hate that a lot.
Phase 5 was short, dude.
Phase 5 was short. Phase 6 is going to be extremely long, and then we're just starting off with this. And then my
Phase
thoughts...
6 won't be long.
We have this. We have
It's this,
Fantastic
Four,
Four,
Wonder Man, and then it's
Doomsday,
both
or
Avengers.
no, it's
Oh, and Born Again
Born
Season 2
Again,
and
both
Spider-Man.
Avengers, and Spider-Man. That's 8 projects, which is about average.
Yeah, right.
So not really
Yeah,
long,
okay.
but
Bigger than season. Not season 5.
Yeah.
Phase 5, I think.
And then
Yeah, I looked at the phases. Phase 4 is so much bigger than Phase 5.
And Phase 4, it's like they tried to set so much up,
So much.
but they just nothing's gonna get like 80% of it's forgotten already. Like Cap 4 brought the Celestial up as much as it could, and then that's just the end of Eternals, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, topic for another time.
Yeah,
Failure of Phase 4.
that'd be fun to talk about, bro.
Yeah, I mean, Phase 5 is underrated, man. That's also something we've got to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
My top 2 MCU movies of all time are both in Phase 5.
Guardians and
Guardians 3, Thunderbolts. I don't think they're the 2 best, but they're my 2 favorite.
I think Thunderbolts has got to be.
You know what I mean?
I think it's probably in terms of best. I'd have to say of Infinity War, Endgame, and then Thunderbolts. I think those are like top 3 best. Like not favorite.
Yeah,
but
best in my opinion. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is my favorite enough that I can say it's the best.
That's fair.
That's how much I like
That's
it.
fair.
But Civil War is so
Civil
good.
War's so good. I started the comic today, bro. I'm surprised they made a movie this good with how like
It's really different.
jank the comic is, bro.
Yeah, it's really different.
Yeah.
There's really good stuff in there though.
No, like
Topic for
the
another time as well.
yeah. We got a lot to talk about, bro. This is a long journey, man. We got a lot to speak about. Sure.
Mm.
But I think I got all my thoughts for F4 and Ironheart out. If you have anything else you want to talk
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, Ironheart's gonna be mid.
I don't think it's gonna be mid. I think it's gonna be terrible, bro. Miss Marvel level like show, bro.
Bro, I forgot it. Bro, they did have powers so dirty. It's like completely different powers.
I watched the
It was
episodes
great,
are like 45 minutes. I
Iman
watched
Vanal- Iman Vellani is great.
who?
The girl who plays her, she's great.
Oh yeah. I watched 25 minutes of the first episode of it, and that is the most boring comic book ever. Like anything from a comic book I've seen in my entire life. I just turned it off. It was that
Wow.
bad.
I watched the whole thing.
Really? It's some
I
commitment
couldn't
right
tell
there,
you
man.
anything that happened. I couldn't tell you anything that happened though.
So
I
commitment.
forgot it all.
Nice.
Forgot it all.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that's about it, huh? Episode 1 wrapped.
I reckon that's about it.
All right.
Shout out F1. Shout out F1.
Yeah. I'll try to check it out, bro. I'll see if my family wants to join.
Yeah, I reckon it'll be great.
It looks.
I reckon it'll be great. It'll be good for the sport, man. We'll get lots of people in. I reckon new fans will be born.
Yeah. It looks like as a movie, it looks good. I'm not denying that. I'm just not that into the sport.
Yeah. Shout out Gunter Steiner.
Whom?
Someone will know what that means, man.
Someone will? Is that one of the F1 guys you
Yeah,
like?
he's in the movie.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay.
Shout out Gunter Steiner.
Nice.
Yeah, that's all I got to say.
That's all I got to say too.
To wrap it up.
Got it. Thank you guys for watching. This has been a lot of fun.
Thanks heaps. See if we can do it again.
Yeah.
Let's do another one next week.
You want to wrap our Letterboxd, or you want to link our Letterboxd accounts in the comments, or like a description?
We'll put our letterbox in the description for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe for the next episode. We'll probably be talking about Andor, if not Superman,
Both great.
and
Both peak.
one is peak and one probably will be peak.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Tell Bohdi how wrong he is about Fantastic Four in the comments.
I'd like to hear it, honestly. I want to see what other people's thoughts about it, because I don't know a single soul besides you and like a couple other guys in Letterboxd that think it looks good. Like all of my friends think it looks terrible. Yeah, it is wild, bro.
That's wild.
It is wild.